Hey guys, it's your girl Sofineee. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're not, you already know what it is. Let's get into this video. So as you guys have read for the title, we are talking about why the ends of your locks are popping off. First and foremost, I just want to start off with saying that the most important part of your lock journey is this part right here, your scalp. Your scalp is the most important part of your lock journey. As long as you make sure that your scalp is good and healthy, it's not dry, it's not flaky, there's not a lot of damage, there's not any dyes or there, like, this is the most important part of your lock journey, because the ends of your hair is all dead and shedded and matted hair. This is, it's inches, yes, it's length, yes, we love length, but it's not light, like this hair is dead. So making sure that throughout your lock journey, the scalp, the roots is where we need to make sure that we're moisturizing, that we're oiling up, that we're making sure that we're taken care of completely. Say like the ends are not important. The ends are definitely still important because, like I said, this is the length. This is where you can get your trophy from for having the longest hair. But I just want to make sure that I'm emphasizing that the most important part and the most alive part of your hair journey is your scalp. This is your foundation. Make sure that your foundation is good. We'll carry on to allow all of this to happen, to flourish. But if this is not secure, your journey is not going to be successful. So one of the reasons why your ends could be popping off could be the fact that you have color. So the ends, like I mentioned before, your ends are the oldest and dead part of your hair. So if you are dyeing this hair, it is going through all the process, especially if you're bleaching. It's going through the process of removing the melanin, so it's lightening the color. That alone will definitely damage the strands, making them weaker. So once this is going and you're adding different colors, you're bleaching, you're removing, you're doing different stuff, eventually the hair strands are just going to be holding on to a thread and it's going to want to snap. It's one thing if you bleach just the ends, and it's nothing if you bleach like your whole head. So if you went and bleached your head blonde, as your hair grows out, you'll eventually see like where the initial beginning of the bleach began. That part is always going to be the weakest. That part it's like when you relax. If you've ever been relaxing, you know there's a line of demarcation. The line of demarcation is that line that separates your natural hair and your relaxed hair. That part of the hair is always the most fragile, and that's similar to when you are locked and you are bleaching and removing and doing all the stuff with your color in your hair. That line of demarcation between your natural new growth and the part of your locks that has the hair color is very sensitive, it's very fragile. So when you are manipulating your hair during that time, make sure that you're very nice and gentle with your hair, because our hair is fragile. You think about it, your ends are literally the beginning of your lock journey. Like this little part of my lock was that little nub at the beginning of my lock journey when I started 5 years ago. So the fact that this is still here, still holding on, it's as strong as it can be because I haven't manipulated my hair in any way. But had I added any color, had I done anything else, it definitely would have impacted the strength of my hair. I know that when people normally have that thinning between in the middle of their lock, they normally just take the crochet and try to save it that way. Yes and no. I personally feel like if it's already if it's hanging on by a thread, there's no need to save it. Just pop it off, let it grow back out, because at this point it's just like, bruh, you're trying to save it. Just make sure that you're taking care of your hair overall so it doesn't have to get to that part. Just snap it off. Just snap it off. Or instead of crocheting, they would add hair onto it and just try to save it. Y'all, just snap it off. It's hair. It's gonna grow back. Like we said, like this is the old dead hair. It's gonna grow back. This is the most important part of your lock journey. Make sure that your scalp is moisturized, is healthy, and is flourishing, and it's alive. This is where we need to focus on. Your ends are cool. Like I said, the ends are cool, but make sure that this is where we're focusing on our journey. The reason why your ends could be popping off is the fact that life be lifing. Life really be lifing for real. Stress definitely affects our life, and it definitely affects our hair health. It affects our body. Stress affects us completely. And the fact that if you're not able to manage it well, you will definitely see the effects on your body. You'll see it on your body. Some people gain weight, some people lose weight, some people hair starts thinning, and that is what happens. Sometimes your ends are just gonna start snapping off because your hair has been through a lot, you've been through a lot. So it's one of the reasons why like your ends could be popping off as well. This is why your hair could be thinning. Could be the fact of there's a period in your lock journey that you're doing back to back to back to back to back styles, and it causes thinning. Like, I try not to do too many styles back to back. If I go 2 months with a style, not even 2 months with a style, I go 2 months, I style my hair, within the 3 weeks or so I take it out and I'm good to go for the next 5 weeks until I get my next retwist again. And I'm not really going back to back. So I'm not doing 2-strand twists, I'm not braiding my hair, I'm not doing tight ponytails, I'm not doing consistently manipulating my hair. And that is what is causing, if you are doing the same style over and over in the same spot, twisting, you're gonna get some thinning. You're gonna have some lumps and some spaces in your locks because you're doing it too often. Let your hair breathe. Let your hair, you don't have to manipulate your hair all the time. That was the main reason why most people lock their hair, so they gotta manipulate it and do too much with it. So just be simple. Less is more when it comes to your hair. Less is more. Don't do too much styling. Less is more. To like our health and having like stress impact us, medication as well. If you're taking any kind of medication, those things also have effects on our hair. We're like a plant. Whatever's going on inside comes out and it reflects on the outside, and that includes our hair. So if we are ingesting something that is supposed to be helping for one thing but it's affecting us in another way, there's always side effects, there's always things. That's one of the reasons why when it comes to medication, I try to stay away from medication too much if I don't need to. Try to do the natural right, try to work out, try to do all that I can to be naturally healing myself versus going and getting to this pharmaceutical, but that's a whole nother topic. But medication is definitely another reason why you can have some thinning in your locks. As before in other videos, your locks can definitely tell your story, can definitely tell what you've been through. If you were taking care of your hair for a time and everything was good, your hair is going to be nice and thick. Once you're going through some drama, some stress, slowly and surely you'll notice that there are some thin parts or some weaker areas of your locks, and then eventually maybe you got your life back in order and then everything is going well again. Like, you can definitely see those stages and those parts in your locks because it's real. Everything that we have been through is reflective in our hair depending on how long your hair is. So those were just a couple of the reasons why I feel like your locks could be thinning. If you have any other reasons that you feel like your locks may be thinning, or you know someone else's locks that may be thinning, please comment them down below, because it's really good for us to share so that we know what we're avoiding, what could be the reasons, what could be the effects, and just learn from each other. To give you guys a quick little video, nothing too long, short and sweet. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you have any more questions or any other video topics or ideas that you would like me to discuss, once again comment those down below. And I think that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Stay cute and stay fine.